Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, let's try that one again. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ho, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. One more time. That's so good. Krishna, oh boy. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh boy. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Oh God, it's over too fast. Krishna, oh my Lord, oh my. Hare Krishna. Krishna. Oh, no words except Krishna. Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh man. I think isn't it too early to get drunk? Anytime's a good time here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radhe Radhe, Radha Radha, Radha Radha, Radha Radha, Radha Oh, Radhe Radha, Radha Radha, Radha Radha, Radha Radha, Radha Radhe Radha, Radha Radha, Radha Radha, Radha Radha, 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 Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga. Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga. Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Krishna. 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 Whew. Oh, man. Whew. I can't help it, man. I can't stop. I'm an alcoholic. Can't stop drinking. The name is too intoxicating. Hare Krishna. Man, it's so full. Hare Krishna. Ooh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. I think I'm going to have to find a AA meeting and tell my sad story. Find me a meeting, Karuna. I got to tell my sad story. I can't stop drinking, man. Every day. Can't stop hitting the bottle. the Krishna bottle. Take a little nip here and there. Take it out of my coat. No wonder Lord Chaitanya said, bring me wine, bring me wine. Now I know what kind of wine he was talking about. The Christians called it the new wine. I call it the newest wine. This is the newest, the latest and the greatest. They had the new wine back then, but now this is the newest wine, the greatest. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. It's like the name is like liquid. You know, it's like a substance, really. And you just, it's tasted with the chanting. It's like it forms the name, you know, the mouth forms the name. There he is, and there Krishna is, man, just drinking, tasting, drinking and tasting. It's food and drink. It's the body of the Lord and the wine of body of the wine. The wine is, you know who. We don't want to mention her name. She's a no-show, but not here. She shows, isn't that funny? She's not a no-show here. She's a shower. She's a show, boy. Is she? People think they know Radha. Oh, boy, they don't know her. She is. She's like a lady, man. When they got it, they know it. It's only pretentious, she said. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Who do we got here today? Amy, all right. He's day drinking again. That's right. We don't wait for 7 p.m. in the evening here. We just start right away. Start a day with a drink. Hare Krishna. Thick bleach, that's right. Very thick. Krishna, pour it on Karuna today. Thick, very thick. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They say variety is the spice of life. Let's get a little variety here. Variety of forms of God. Hare Krishna. Boy, I feel alive now. You guys feel alive? Isn't it nice to got something to wake up to in the morning, man? Make some progress in chanting, man. Just get it's like Krishna. We make him, it gets more and more solid every day. See? It gets more and more solid and liquid at the same time. Isn't that amazing? It's a miracle. It's a miracle. The name becomes a little more solid and liquid every day, both. How can that be? Flows and strong. Krishna, Hare Krishna, man. Krishna, thank you, Lord. Your name is a treasure, man. This keeps me going, man. This makes life worth living. Or does it make living life? What is it? Life worth living or living life? Maybe it's both. It's everything, man. Radha and Krishna, man. It makes the world dance. It animates dead things. Everything's dead in this world, man. Once you get a taste of the name, you see it, man. It's just, everybody's dead, man. It's like watching one of those zombie movies, man. You walk. No life, man. I walk through Walmart it's like I'm walking through the zombie thing. It's amazing, but they don't bother you, you know. Over there in the zombie movies, they're attacking everybody. You know why? The threefold miseries. That's what they got in the world, man. Threefold miseries. Everybody's being attacked by the zombie apocalypse. I walk through Walmart, and I just walk through, say, hi, listen, Mr. Zombie, Mrs. Zombie, no problem. Hey, man, breeze, we chanted the holy name for you today. We feel that holiness and we're distributing that, After a while, they'll start to wake up. There she is, my favorite gal. She's my favorite. I like her better than anybody. She is the most special here, right? See, now I can tell you that.
You're so funny, Maharaj.
It's not me, man. Of myself, I cannot be funny.
Krishna is very funny.
Yeah. I have to be.
Hi, Lalita.
I have to get drunk every day. Then I become loose-lipped and sink ships. We sink Maya. When we become loose-lipped here, we sink Maya. The ship of Maya, man. Get drunk in the world, loose-lipped, sink your own ship.
just had a hot flush.
Hey, I liked your reading today of Radharasa Sudhanidhi, man. I was really relishing it.
Sorry, Maharaj. Could you say that again? I heard Radha Rasudhanidhi.
Yeah, I enjoyed that reading. I watched.
Oh yeah,
some of
that was very lovely.
It's so true, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear that?
No, I heard a blah, blah, blah.
Okay, I'll let him tell you himself.
All right, here we go. So, speaking of Radharasa Sudhanidhi, let's hear about the glories of Lord Chaitanya. Then we'll understand the glories of Radha. Let us glorify that boundlessly merciful Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Prince of Raj, to taste the intoxicating. Oh, really? Oh, look at this. This is proof. Oops, what did I do that for? This is proof we're not doing the wrong thing. We're on the right path. The straight and narrow path is what? Is tasting that intoxicating glories of the name, right? See, we're doing it. He's doing it. We're doing it. So what does that mean? It means deliverance for the world. No tasting these glories, no deliverance. So we're purified and the world gets purified at the same time. See, if you get polluted in this world, you pollute the world. See, it's just pollution breeds pollution, right? It's just simple, no brainer. If you can't purify yourself by tasting this name, how can you purify anybody else? This name makes you intelligent. That's why Radharani is considered the most intelligent. You notice? Yeah. Why? She tastes the nectar of Krishna. See? And she's filled with love. See, and then she becomes automatically the most intelligent. That's why, God, why wouldn't you want to associate with the most intelligent persons? Doesn't it make sense there, Amy? And Lalita just associated with the most intelligent. And that, I remember Lalita, when she was always complaining, why don't you give me knowledge? Give me knowledge. See, she wanted that intelligence. And then she started to really get it when she started to get this love. And all of a sudden it came automatically. She didn't even understand English, and the book started to reveal so many things. See? The Lord fulfilled her desire because she really wanted knowledge. She went to Balaram first, and I don't know, did that work? No, not so good. You thought it would, but Krishna showed her the way to become intelligence. To those who worship me with loving ecstasy. And look at that ecstasy she's got, man. It's a mountain. It's like two breasts sticking straight up. Like the gopis. See? And then the intelligence comes. See how the Lord showed you. See, to those who worship me with loving ecstasy, then the Lord just gives it to you. Man, just from within, revelation. Man, that's the gold here. You want that kind of gold, anybody? Or do you want that gold that goes away, man, that you can't take with you? This gold, man, stays with you forever. The Lord just keeps you, giving you revelation upon revelation upon revelation. Devotion upon devotion. Oh, forever. Gets better and better and better. I'm going to prove to the world that this is the real wealth. That stuff. Look at those guys. Look at their faces. And then look at the faces of these beautiful devotees here tasting this nectar of bhakti. Yeah, you go look at the Vaitis and then look at the faces of those who are tasting this bhakti. Face is the index of the mind. Thus saith Prabhupada. Where were we? Oh yeah, how do I do this? Like this? Yeah. Yeah. To taste the intoxicating sweet waves of the nectar of transcendental love for Krishna, as well as give that nectar to others. See? He has appeared in the transcendental abode of Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And why have people forgotten about this? It's been a long time, 550 years. You know, the only way they got it then is the appearance of the Lord. What was he doing? Tasting the intoxicating transcendental waves of ecstatic love, right? And he distributed to others. So because it's been so long, until we see another taster in this world, an empowered taster in the real line, that's the real line, is those who taste this intoxicating waves. Come on, man, wake up, sleeping souls. Wake up, religion, Vaishnava religion. Find the real door that gives you the prize. This is the prize. Don't you want to taste this intoxicating waves of sweet nectar? See, you got to find the tasters of this intoxicating sweet nectar. We got quite a few here now. We have a few, and they're quite amazing. That's all you need. All you need is one. We're getting more every day. Getting more and more happy. Look at that river, man. Complete more change, man. She's our miracle baby. She's our miracle baby. Gotta have a miracle baby here. You know? Getting a lot of miracle babies coming along, huh? Look at Amy, man. She's really, oh man, she's hot with bhakti, man. Where is she today? Why don't you come on? Why don't you come say hi? Give us darshan today. Give us. Yeah. Isn't that nice? Isn't that? It's so funny, man. The more ecstatic you become, the more clear every little word becomes. Every little sentence becomes very profound. What do you? I don't need to read the whole big long eulogy. Just read one sentence over and over again and just glorify it. See? Now that's wealth. I'm amazed. That's a miracle. That's proof that Gaurahari, this big Sudra, is not working alone here. He's got somebody in the unseen back here. Who is that? I wonder. All right, let's go over this verse with a fine-tooth comb. Let us glorify. Oh, glorify. Yeah. The boundlessly merciful Supreme Personality of Godhead. Oh, really? Boundlessly merciful? Why was that? Why was he boundlessly merciful? Boundlessly merciful. Because he was a true philanthropist. You think Bill Gates is a philanthropist? Or Angelina Jolie is a philanthropist? They're all these guys, you don't know who they could be demons. They know, hey, man, these people, they're so stupid, by the Maya. They've been drinking too much of the Maya. It's made them really stupid. See? So, and these guys drinking this nectar of the ecstatic love of Krishna, they're becoming smart and they see our game. They're just trying to imitate the Lord's devotees, man. That's why the Lord himself came as a devotee. He wanted to show, you want to know true philanthropy? Oh, taste the boundlessly intoxicating waves. Waves of what? Let's see. Waves of what? Look at this. Waves. Waves of the nectar of transcendental love for Krishna. See, love for Krishna, that means Radha and Krishna. That means devotion to Krishna. That's even higher than these people going, love, it's all about love, love, love. Love of what? Love of what? No, it's about love, love. Oh, you don't know even what love is. You're just a mouther, a boaster, not a taster. You're mouthing the bottle. No honey. See? The boundlessly merciful. He's merciful because of tasting this nectar. He became, that's Guru, man. They're tasting that nectar. They lead you in the bottle of honey. Isn't it? They give you the right understanding to get in the bottle. That's why boundlessly makes you powerful. Powerful to overcome Maya. Not only for you. Your word becomes powerful. It smashes Maya. Could you imagine smashing just with a word? Everybody's trying to smash. They're trying to get out by their austerities and by their renunciations and by their meditations to get out of this Maya. And the devotees, because they taste this sweet, intoxicating nectar of the boundlessly merciful Supreme Personality of Godhead, man, these waves, this is waves, man. And then their voice, man, it's like an oscillating, like laser or whatever they call it. Just a bomb, man, just smash Maya's illusion. And Maya's, oh, stop punishing me. You think Maharaj Parikshit punished Kali? You find devotees of Lord Chaitanya now. Oh, the power is increased tenfold. Yeah, Maharaj Parikshit gave places for Kali to be. There's no place now. We're smashing Kali. No place, not invited. You can't hide invite either. We uncloak the sin there. No, you can't hide in Prabhupada's ISKCON or the Gaudiya Samiti or anywhere. There's Kali. Believe me, there's Kali in there. Get out now. Because we have the power. We're tasting the sweet, intoxicating waves of the Lord. Gives us the power to be boundlessly merciful. Doesn't it? Can kick Kali out of religion and turn it into pure religion of tasting this holy name. Come on, man. Anybody in ISKCON Gaudiya Samiti want to taste this nectar that you see here? Come on, open your eyes. Open your ears. Read the book. Look at the living example. Look at the book. Look at the living example. Get it? Or are you still a dunce? I dare any PhD come here and try to confront these conclusions. If you don't taste this sweet, intoxicating nectar, of devotion to Krishna, small realization about Krishna. All you know is, oh yeah, Krishna's name and pictures. You ever see people looking in the book at pictures and memories of pictures? Oh, see? They're looking at pictures, but they don't have no feeling because they have no relation. And people would have memories. Yeah, I was there. We did this and all of that. They feel it. Here, in this, if you have no relation with Krishna and Vrindavan, you're looking at the picture, and there's no feeling there because you have no relation. You don't feel like the residents do. That's why the devotees, they have to come and taste the sweet, intoxicating nectar that the devotees taste every day. You got to see it. First, you got to see it to believe it. And then you got to hear the realization. See, realize. It's a realize, man. These devotees are seeing this. this Vrindavan, man. Just by chanting the name, they enter that state. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get through this verse. No guarantees. So to taste the intoxicating sweet waves of the nectar of transcendental love for Krishna, as well as give that nectar to others. See, I mean, isn't that the meaning of Krishna consciousness? To taste this nectar of love for Krishna? Isn't that the goal? Spontaneous love of God? See? So how do you get this love of God? Oh, many lifetimes before you get it. Oh, many lifetimes. Oh, the prema is so high. You got to renounce and do all these things first. No. You have to follow in the footsteps of the real process here. Isn't that the real process? If you have the power to taste it, if the Lord gives you that power, or the devotees give you that power, if you're in the real line, if you don't have it already, then you got to taste the sweet, intoxicating nectar of devotion to Krishna. You got to show people, hey man, this person is tasting this sweet. Are people tasting sweet, intoxicating nectar here? Do you notice? Is this a real thing? Is this as the book says? Yeah, well, that's where the distribution point of this place is. This is the teaching. See? This is the narrow gate, man. That's simple. It's right there before your eyes. All I'm doing is pulling it out, extracting the gold. This is gold. See? This is golden teaching. So simple, isn't it? Where is that sweet, intoxicating nectar being tasted? That's where I can taste it too, and then become part of the family of tasters. See? This is the tasters of choice of tasters. Taster's choice. He has now appeared in the transcendental abode of Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he appeared in Navadvip, and then it's really special. Can you imagine if such a devotee appears anywhere? Then it becomes a great place to be. If devotees appear even on, could you imagine if you even appear on a TV screen? And tasting this nectar, it becomes a great place to be. The greatest place to be. Sadhu Sangha, see, there's an appearance day every day. That's why I'm here every day. I'm waiting for the appearance. Isn't that why we come here? Look at it. People come here so regularly. I mean, can you imagine? I can't imagine people going to church every day. This is church. This is proof we ain't worship a false god. Why would we be here if we were? We'd be bored. Hey, the appearance of the Lord is so wonderful, so amazing. See, every day there's an appearance here, right? Because there are tasters here, people tasting the sweet, intoxicating nectar. You know, that means the appearance of the most auspicious darshan you can imagine. The devotees and the Lord are together rocking and rolling. That's the true meaning of rock and roll. Where do you think these words, Krishna created these so that we can realize what they really mean eventually? Rock and roll, man. That means devotion to Krishna, tasting the nectar of devotion to Krishna. You think it's this bullshit songs that, people trying to imitate the real rock and roll. Yeah, that's Maya in the world, But we use the rock and roll so that we can really rock and roll. That's right. Could you imagine listening to this? It's a pile of chit. And people in Maya, they think it's a pile of you know what. I'm beyond caring about that. I've been there and done that with all these people. I finally realized they're just fools because they don't taste this nectar. That's what I can. All these big gurus, man, they're fools because they don't taste this nectar. And then they look at me and call me a fool. I remember I asked a question of one of these big gurus, right? He says, That is what kind of question is that? It's just a question, honest question. That is a wrong question. Wrong question? It's almost like being in the world and all this crazy stuff being taught in the world. And this is one of the big gurus. I finally realized, hey man, I'll stick with my realization, man. It goes with the book. Your stuff is all bullshit. I'm telling you, man, all this bullshit, and no tasting the sweet, intoxicating nectar. Okay, you don't like this? Go follow those bullshitters who tell you many lifetimes before you'll get bhakti. Go believe it. It's the Lord's Maya. He's bullshitting you. You're in the Maya, man, until you meet this one of the straight and narrow gate, man. That's the devotee tasting the sweet, intoxicating nectar. See, and distribute it to you because you have faith where the real path really is, like a laser, and Maya doesn't get you off believing in the bullshitters in the world. Maya, that's the test. You think anything out there is better than this? You can't take this. You can't taste this. Go taste that until you realize the cheese is not there. It's just a carrot in front of a donkey. Really, you're just a donkey following that carrot. Oh yeah, we really got it. It's a no-show. Believe it. Oh, don't go to Goahari, tasting the sweet, intoxicating nectar and distributing it to the Lalita Gangas and Johans and every. Don't believe that. That's my Lord's bullshit. In his form of Maya, testing you. This is really the narrow gate. Can't get any narrower than this, huh? Boy, have we really narrowed it down to the essence. Hey, man, I don't care. You don't taste this sweet, intoxicating nectar. You're not the door into the association of Lord Chaitanya's devotees. That's just the bottom line. And if you're one of these no-showers, you like the tear, I think you're a bullshitter. Put your cards on the table, man. I want to show the world you got a pair of deuces. I ain't afraid of you. I got my Lord Chaitanya here. Yeah. If he wants to chastise me, he can do it anytime. But he doesn't seem to do so, does he? I think he likes our work here. He likes these people coming and becoming recipients of this mercy. I think he likes that. That's why every day I just get more and more arrogance. You notice that? Pretty soon we're going to rival Lord Chaitanya's arrogance in those past times 550 years ago. That's our goal, to become so arrogantly true about everything. Of course, we'll pepper it with some humility of Radharani sometimes. But, it's her fault. Don't blame Krishna. Don't blame me. Blame her. I get, so drunk on that bhakti, that love, that it comes from her. She makes me speak like this. Otherwise, how can I speak like? How can I confront, those big, illustrious personalities? It's her fault. See, now you know the real truth. So don't blame me or Krishna. What do you guys? I wonder how this is going over on our audience. Let's see. How's this going over, Amy? Is this all right? Are we doing okay? How about you, Janaki? Are we being a little bit wayward? Should I apologize? Beg for mercy. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry. What do you think, Karuna? Should I apologize? No. Okay, we're doing all right. Okay. It's always the woman's fault, right? Yes, it's always the woman's fault.
Yeah, it gets us closer to Krishna.
That's right. Okay, next minute. I think he has now appeared in the transcendental abode of Navadvip as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhakti Siddhanta said anywhere where Harikatha is, this kind of Harikatha, this kind especially, is being manifested is a holy place. This becomes a holy place. Okay? This video camera, TV, this show becomes a place of pilgrimage. Literally. People see it. They watch the replays and get transcendental benefit. It becomes the transcendental realm of Navadvip just by mantra. You know how the Brahmins, they chant mantras to create the Ganga. They chant the mantra and all that. But it's still in name, in the mode of goodness. It's still just the name, chanting the mantras, trying to do the perfect intonation and all that. But they don't got the feeling that this is Mayapur, this is the Ganges. See? Feeling's not there yet. They got to go to the next step and become a Vaishnava. That's why all these Brahmins and sannyasis need to come here and go to the next step and become a real Vaishnava. Not in name only. I'm a Vaishnava. See my tilak and my neck beads? No. Vaishnava, the heart of a Vaishnava. Devotion to God. That's a Vaishnava. Devotion to Christ. That's a Vaishnava. Devotion to Allah, that's a Vaishnava. Devotion to Ram, that's a Vaishnava. Devotion to Krishna, that's a real Vaishnava. Because he is the highest form. Devotion is beautiful everywhere. But if you look in a neutral position, devotion to Krishna, that's what Lord Chaitanya came to give. He came to give the highest to those, But if it awakens your devotion to Ram, that's a good too. It's all beautiful. It's all perfect in that way. But we're lucky, we're fortunate. Our devotion to Krishna, it's really juicy, isn't it? One's very fortunate if they love Lord Chaitanya. They're very fortunate if your love is proven by loving his book, because that's him. Loving his name, that's proof. Oh, you're a real guru out there? Oh, really? Let's see you chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Let's see how you do. Because you can't cheat that. If you really love Lord Chaitanya, we're going to see sometimes that symptoms of love will appear. When you chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the symptoms of love will appear. You can fool fools who don't understand conclusive truth. Okay? But people come here, we school them properly. We get them, we say, oh, you want to be a teacher or guru? Chant Hare Krishna or chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya, and let's see if you're authorized. No checklist. What is all this check? Where is that on the checklist? You can read that checklist of ISKCON and see where that is on the checklist, that the person chants Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and the tears flow from the eyes, ecstatic bliss and intoxication come. That's Guru Dev. That's the song book. From them ecstatic prema emanates, and by their word you destroy the checklist. See? Why? Ignorance. I cannot tolerate anymore, because Prabhupada obviously can't either. Any more illusions. You know how he is. He doesn't like bullshit. He doesn't like bullshitters. He wants to straighten them out, even if they're his disciples. Put this as the checklist. Devotion to Krishna and its symptoms is Guru Dev. Is the door to Vrindavan. Pretty straight and narrow, huh? Pretty simple. Pretty clear? I dare the big PhD come here and face off this mouth, this word, these lips, these teeth, this tongue. I'll lash him with the tongue of truth. I don't need no bodily injury. Spirit inflicting spiritual truth. It's powerful, isn't it? You can't. It's destroy illusion, man. It's like St. Paul said. Our battle is not of flesh and blood. It's of principalities, isn't it? Principles. What is a principality? This principle. What is the principle here? What is the principle of Guru Tattva? Here. Smash the illusion. See? Principality, principle. Comes through the principalities here. Here the principalities. Where are the principalities? Yeah, the real principles of devotional service come. You gotta have them. This is the foundation, man. If you get this and hold on to this truth, okay, now you go right into the pastimes. Because remember, we read this yesterday. They didn't worship any god or goddesses. No other conceptions but what they learned from Lord Chaitanya. See? It's all right there. All these very simple, but you got to hear it from those who taste these sweet, intoxicating nectar. These waves. Then they get waves. It's controlled by the female. Yeah. Okay. So one who is untouched by any piety, who is completely absorbed in a religion, or has never received the merciful glance of devotees or been to any holy place sanctified by them, will still ecstatically dance and loudly sing, even roll about on the ground, when he becomes intoxicated by tasting the nectar of the transcendental mellows of pure love of God given by Lord Chaitanya. See? So he gave his real devotees the same power. That's the way we're going to get it now. You got to get in the real line. Okay? And then you see people coming here. They didn't follow. They didn't go in. Yeah, where did Amy find a spiritual master? Where is she even looking at the pictures of Krishna? Where was she following the rules and regulations? See, this means Lord Chaitanya's, what you read in a book becomes a living reality. Where did Christina come? She didn't come from any of that. See, she didn't do any of these things. Okay? But the Lord chooses who he chooses, man. We just preach, we show, we demonstrate. And whoever the Lord says, yeah, this is what you've been looking for. Oh, yeah, it's outside of your particular religion. That's the way, that's the style. Lord Chaitanya represents everything and everyone. Just like Jesus Christ. That's why you see Jesus started with the Jews and went out everywhere, to every country. It's a heart thing, man. People know you're preaching truth. You're sharing the essence. You're speaking to them. When those who are ready to awaken, they'll come from any class. Jesus had to leave before the Holy Spirit came, didn't he? And then Jesus had to be gone before it started to go to the other people. Look at the miracle now. I didn't have to leave before the Spirit has come to others. I didn't have to leave before people from all areas and walks are coming. I think that's amazing. I can stick around and see these things. I don't have to be in the unseen like Prabhupada and Jesus to watch it. I could be, yeah, this is so great, man. Thank you, Lord, man. I can come and see all this stuff and participate with these wonderful people coming. What a great boon. Thank you, Lord, man. I feel more lucky than Jesus in that way. More
That's
lucky
why
than
it's a revival of Lord Chaitanya.
Yeah, it is. Revival. He was also here. You notice he was here participating. The Spirit came then. This is a revival. What happened? He was here. The Spirit came and went out to all. Muslims were coming. People that had no religion, nothing. They came and got this nectar. Demons were coming up, and getting it. This is a revival of that. I mean, I'm telling you, man, demons are going to come. They're watching all this stuff. I tell you, you cross the line. They're watching all of this stuff. They know what they want and what they don't. But this is attractive to even them. This is like, wow, we never heard this before. It's attractive. It's like, wow, this guy, how does this guy get so intelligent? How do these people, what are they doing? We never see this. We're bamboozling all these, we're laughing at these other people and he's laughing at us. It's like, well, what is this? Well, let's look more deeply into this. I'm telling you, that Lord Chaitanya is like that. He attracts everybody. And we're in this line, man. It's really the real line. Yeah. Demigods too. Yeah, why not? This is better than what they got. It's more powerful than what they got. Why isn't he angry at these demons? People quit. We're so angry. We're trying to fight these guys, and this little sangha here, they're equally disposed to everybody. What does that mean? That means God is here. He's equally disposed to everybody. You notice that same mood is here because the Lord is with us. He makes us like him. He makes us empowered like him to deliver others. Isn't that amazing? That's what ecstatic worship does. You can say the same thing at a point. You say, well, when you see me, you're just seeing the Krishna's energy, man. You're seeing Radha's energy. It's all about them. I'm just all into them. I'm just in them, and then this happens. You're just seeing it like a mirror image. That's all. I'm just so absorbed in them. They're just so wonderful. I'm just in love and surrender. I just love their energy. I just love Krishna. I love Radha's. It's everything to me. See, that's what people see. Okay? See them. What is this false ego? Who's it? That's not about me. It's all about them. I just hear. I just want to show how beautiful Radha is, and Krishna, and that you can only do by showing. Showing the symptoms. See, give people darshan of your tasting their glories. Otherwise, people don't know what is Radha and Krishna. They got to see the symptoms that those twin divinities are in your temple, okay? In this body, living with you. See, the Lord wants to give that to you guys. Isn't that amazing? Boy, we got wealth here, man. We are rich, clean rich, not filthy rich with this material stuff. Clean rich. We even clean gold here, You bring gold here, we clean it. You ever see the silver or gold? It's not gold, but silver. If it gets tarnished, you dip it in the this stuff, and it comes out shiny and everything. That's what this is here. Anything coming here, we dip it in, and it becomes really shiny. See? That's people. People are like tarnished silver. You come here, you're just dipped in the juice, man, and it just, it come out shiny, glittering. See? See, he becomes intoxicated by tasting the nectar of transcendental mellows of love of God, given by Lord Chaitanya. See, that's what it's about. That's why everybody here, if you're coming and you're attracted, stick with it. And the waves of this ecstatic love will start to come more and more. And if, sometimes it's tough because we're so used to tasting garbage, tasting austerities, renunciations, or being alone. Yeah, stick with it here, man. It's the washing machine, so that you can taste this glories. Be encouraged by the devotees who are tasting and went through their thing. That's why if you're having a tough time here, wonderful. It'll be a great preaching, a great testimony for others to encourage them. They say, oh, you did this and this is what this will be you also. Because they got to get purified, man. They got to go through this. Otherwise, they'd be tasting, right? They'd be intoxicated. Everybody would be drunk with this ecstasy. They got to go. They got to clean their clothes a little bit. That's all. It doesn't take long. Not attainable by the faithful performers of pious deeds. Not understood by those engaged in austerity, meditation, and yoga. See how it's always the same verses. Lord Chaitanya quoted those, his real followers do too. Okay? Everybody quotes those except those who are not the real followers of the path of praying, or those who are hiding it until the right time. But the real followers, they share what Lord Chaitanya shared. This is the teaching of Lord Chaitanya. He's quoted this so many times. This is Bhagavatam quote. It's not attainable by pious deeds and austerities and renunciation. These things that people get here. And proof of it, they're coming. They're just coming because somehow they're attracted. You can't get this by being austere and by being renounced and by living in a cave. Yeah, and not guessed at by those absorbed in detachment, renunciation, or prayers. Another thing, prayers too. People say, will you pray for me? Will you pray for me? Just come here, man. That's this is beyond the prayer thing. Pray. That, hey, man, just come here and you'll get it. There's no need for prayer, man. This is beyond all of that. That's why is it pray for me, pray for me. No. Just come to Sadhu Sangha every day or regularly or have faith in what we're doing. That's the prayer. You want God to hear you? Yeah. Well, just see where he's working, and he's working here big time. That's your prayer. Otherwise, it's just a blah, blah, blah. He wants to see, hey, man, you want to answer your prayers? Come to Sadhu Sangha where I'm working just by being seen by the devotees. That means because he looks through the eyes of those devotees, those very dear, intimate servants. Just be seen by that as your answer to your prayer. You're beyond prayer. Otherwise, people, oh Lord, but they don't come here. Or where the Lord is working in his rare potency. Okay? Yeah. If you have a prayer or anything, just come, and you answer your prayer, just come here. Because the Lord looks through the eyes of his ecstatic devotees. They're the real mailbox, the answer to your prayers. Thank you, Johan. Everybody read that quote. See, we're just right on the money. Always say, Guru is one, the teaching is one. Lord Chaitanya's teaching is one. Bhagavatam's teaching is one. And the devotee's real teaching is one, confidential teaching. See, if you anybody, I don't care if you're a big guru out there, you don't like these teachings, you don't really know Lord Chaitanya very well. You don't really like Lord Chaitanya very much if you don't like these teachings. You're not willing to stand for these teachings. Stand in this world for these teachings like he did, like Prabodhanandana Saraswati did, like Krishnadas Kaviraj did. His book were standing for these teachings. This is where the power is of bhakti. See, standing for these conceptions and these truths. I feel so privileged, man. This is wealth. Be able, and privilege. This is white, black, yellow privilege, or whatever you are, whatever color you are. This is real privilege. Everybody is, you'll know you're really privileged when you stand for these teachings for the world in front of all these big so-called gurus out there and sannyasis and Brahmins who stand for something else. The sweetness can be tasted through the spontaneous love of liberated persons who chant holy names with great ecstatic love. Who's standing for that? In spite of everybody throwing tomatoes at you. See, because nobody knows Lord Chaitanya, and they won't know until you stand for these truths up publicly. Show them ecstasy. Show them you're one of those. Even though they're blind and they don't see anything, you show them anyway. Poke their eyes open. See? People poke their eyes out. We poke them open. Eventually, this stuff gets through. Look how many people coming now. I was 22 years. People barely came. Empty camera. I don't care. I stood for this, and I just kept relishing the nectar, man. And now look, people coming. Why? Because truth. I stand for it. Love it, man. Great privilege. Why not, man? The book's standing for it. Why shouldn't I? And live it, man. It makes it alive. I like life, man. Puts it in the atmosphere, puts it in reality, makes it a real thing, not just in the book that it's something I don't understand on the shelf. Gives you energy, life. These words are like nuclear bombs. Transcendental ones. Explode all ignorance. Oh wow, I found the real path. Yeah, this whole thing, man. This is the real path right there, man. The devotee who chants holy names with great ecstatic love. You see any of that there? Any Vaidhi Bhaktas out there? Anybody in ISKCON see any of that here? You see any of that there? Well, you see it here. That means this is the real book. The real devotee Bhagavats are here. The ones you're looking for. In a live body. When they speak from real eyes. See, real eyes and ears. Realization becomes yours. Wow. God, how come I never got this from my Gurudev? Because he don't know. He also needs to come here. We're here to teach teachers. It's the truth. Well, I'll teach Big Acharya Dave. Yeah, come on, you come on. You come on, we'll teach you something. Might have to smack you around with some of the truth, though, with the words. Are you willing to be smacked around? With not physically. Remember, principalities. We don't wrestle with flesh and blood. No. We'll wrestle you with principles. We'll put up our dukes, with principles of real bhakti. And if you have a heart you really want Krishna, you'll duke it out with us. Otherwise, I think you're just into name and fame maybe and want big followers, and that's all, you're happy with that. Well, if your followers are happy with that and you're happy with that, okay, blind leading the blind, no problem. Stay blind. And maybe another life, maybe at least you have faith in Prabhupada, you faith in his book. You don't understand them properly, but hey man, it's okay. something. We get a nice demigod body. Float around in this universe. We're floating around in Vrindavan every day. That's what we do here. This is Vrindavan, man. Amy says, I'm so grateful that you kept that camera on for all this time, because otherwise I would have remained lost forever. See, that's realize the Lord gives you, realize it is true. Ask anybody here that's got this bhakti, where would they have gotten it? That's why transcendental poetry, when you read the book now, you realize that's true. Transcendental poets could never repay the devotees when they come to you, because they awaken you to something that you can't get on your own. Okay? That's why I say the devotees who have it already, the book or some just contact with the devotee, very quick. They just continue on where they were, but most are not like that. They need the association of the bona fide spiritual master. And many people didn't quite get it with Prabhupada because it wasn't his time to do that. Got everything going. Now's the time for those who are most intelligent. If you're less intelligent, well, distribute the cookies, go around, be a little bit like that. Just do that for another life or two, or maybe another 5-10 years, or I don't know, whatever. And then when it's time, you'll meet the real devotees who'll give you the shiksha, where you can taste this nectar. This is a golden age. But anyway, it's available now for those who are intelligent, want it. Proven. We have the prototype here. It works. We show and teach about it. Everything is here. All right. See, let me glorify Lord Bora. This is the essence. Let me glorify Lord Bora. How can you really, with your word, glory to Lord Chaitanya. This is glorification. Stand up for the truth, man. This is what he loved, man. He chastised Murari Gupta for our benefit. Murari, what is this? You don't go and preach bhakti. I came here to preach the essence of all truth and give it to others. You're qualified. You're tasting this nectar. Why do you just let these Mayavadis go by? Why don't you stand for this truth? Why don't you far and wide stand for this truth, man? Okay. Now let us glorify the Lord. You want, the Lord says, well, you show me, man. You show me. You want to glorify it? You stay around my real devotees, man. To him, to the Lord Chaitanya, his real devotees, dear devotees, are glorious. Otherwise, you're just in the pictures. We get you out of the picture and in the picture. See, not outside the picture, looking at the picture. No, you're in the picture. You're in Krishna. Now you're the picture of Krishna consciousness in this world. People look at you, they see the Lord. They see the real conception of Krishna, of Lord Chaitanya, the real teaching, even though they may not be able to face it all, because they get it exposes your nakedness, doesn't it? Don't we just expose the nakedness here? We rip off these what do you call it? The clothing of the soul. The clothing of the soul is all that speculation, all those lies, all that deceit. All those false arguments and false teachings and checklists. See, we just rip off all that clothing and expose with the truth. The truth, expose the truth. Devotion to Krishna. Okay, whoops, what did I do here? Oh, I see. Okay. That's enough of this thing.
Thanks for using.
Okay. Yeah, these verses are fantastic. So whether seen, touched, glorified, remembered, bowed down from afar, or worshipped, Sri Chaitanya gives the nectar of pure love of Krishna to his devotees. See, I love this verse because it's so conclusive. See? This is a real devotee. See, the devotee, if you're a real devotee already, say you come in and you just get the book and you look at the book. This is my experience. This is Bhaktivinoda's experience. This is Prabhupada's experience. He just got his guru, just boom, he was there. He knew. They just know because they're sent. If you're a real devotee, and most people are not yet, that's why they got to come in through the disciplic line. Because if you're a real devotee, here's the test. Whether you remember the Lord from afar, that means 550 years. Somehow that remembrance comes to your face. Boom. There it is. The tears come. The ecstasy comes. See, the nectar of love of Krishna comes. But most are not. So that's why the books are being here. They teach the real path. You come before the bona fide spiritual master is like that. And you can become like that. As soon as you start tasting this nectar and the tears come to your eyes because you remember Lord Chaitanya's name, his pastimes, you pay obeisances or whatever you do. And the nectar of love of God, love of Krishna awakens in your heart. Now you're like a spiritual teacher, and then you just keep drinking, keep watering, and keep loving God, keep loving on God, keep staying in the transcendental Lord, and then all of a sudden you're Guru Dev even. Hey, this is the real path, right there. Okay? If you're not a real devotee of Krishna, you'll be like so many of these gurus. They chant Krishna's name and Lord Chaitanya's name, and if they don't cry and laugh and all this nectar of love of Krishna, well, they're not really guru, not really high standard. They're not first-class guru. See? That's why this is time to teach people. I was in sanghas where the guru, they say the gurus never show. We don't show. Okay, well, anyway, we want to show the real path. We want to teach the real path by demonstration, just like Lord Chaitanya did. So people know where is the real door to Vrindavan and Mayapur, the real one, the one that is ecstatic one with real devotees in it, that starts with the door, the devotees who manifest what Lord Chaitanya manifested. So people know, that's what ecstatic devotion is. That's real Guru Dev. Yeah, that's everything. That's real Ras. You notice that's the real relationship with God and the devotees. Yes, that's what you see is what you're going to get. What you hear is what you're going to get. That's the message. The message is what? Devotion to Krishna. The mellows of devotion, not Varnashram Dharma message, not rules and regulations message, not building temples message, except building your temple in your body, man. We're building the biggest temple, the most pleasing temple to Lord Chaitanya is right there in your heart. Not some external thing. Okay, that's fine to start with. Anybody want to build a temple in their body, man? Because if you build it in your body, it's not something out there. It's something here with you. See? So what we do, see, this is our work. Awaken the Lord in the heart. Now you've got some substance in your temple. It's not just an empty temple. Yeah, I've seen this, man. I've been to India in Mayapur. So many empty temples. They have a temple there. They bring in the bell. Prabhupada talked about, bell ringers, man. They're just big gurus out there. They're not really big. They just look big. And they collect followers so that they can take prasadam. No substance. Just the ringing the bell and the prasadam and the ceremony and the artiques and empty. When I go in there, because I know what it is to have God rocking and rolling inside this temple. I go there, it's like, where's the show? No show. It's just a big empty ceremony. No life. See, life is here inside. Is God alive in you, or are you one of the apocalypse walking zombies out there? These verses give me energy. They're really powerful, man. Give me life. Feel alive. See? This is life, man. This is God. In the beginning, I gotta quote this verse again. I love this verse. John, St. John, you're my hero. You're all my hero. All you real devotees with real devotion and love for Christ, for Krishna, for Ram, all of it are my heroes. I even love the pastimes of Ram. They're beautiful because they're written by real devotees. If they're real devotees, I love them. If they're not, pile of ashes. But we want to take those ashes and awaken that gardener. The Lord is a miracle worker. He'll go inside and get to work on those ashes and resurrect them. From a pile of ashes, they become a pile of juice. Juicy love for Krishna. Lucy. Hey, welcome, Lucy. Oh, unfortunately, I don't understand whatever language that is. I understand. Oh, poor Tom. He's been in the background. He's in a batter box. Isn't that great? I just love this. Where do you see the Lord? You want to be like that? I mean, this is what we're teaches. You can't remember.
Sound is not good. Choppy.
This is choppy now. So it was before?
It was good before, suddenly it started now.
Okay, so I'm going to refresh. I'll be right back.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hey Tom, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Rama.
Is it any better?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Any better?
Yeah. Very good now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just needed to move the phone another location. Yeah. Okay. So whether seen, touched, glorified, remembered, bowed down from afar, or worshipped, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives nectar of pure love of Krishna to his devotees. So yeah, and so most people are not in that position, so they need to associate with real devotees. See, you associate with a real devotee who has like that, then you get devotion to Krishna. That's the line. See, that's the real line. Very important to really get this, that you got to come in the real line to get this like that. Otherwise, you're in the false followers, the false line, really, the false followers. And then so you're idling your time, or, maybe you're going on pilgrimage and getting, but still you got to come into the real line of Lord Chaitanya in some lifetime. Hopefully it's this lifetime. If you can understand, these are the more intelligent teachings. It's intelligent to go to Krishna, but it's more intelligence to go to Krishna who are giving you the truth as it is. Isn't that why Prabhupada wrote the Bhagavad Gita as it is? See, but people need to hear it as it is. because without this devotion to Krishna, you don't have the right realize. See, the realization comes from the love of God. See, the devotion to Krishna. See, that's why anybody will get what's going on here. You start to understand. Oh, you realize, wow, this is it. This is the finishing work. This finishes it. My God, Krishna awakens in my temple. Now all I have to do is, now it becomes easy. I just water this every day. Just one mantra with love in the heart awaken. Krishna says, oh, I like that more than one lack of dry chanting. With the, whoa, just one name. Oh, this is so great. That's called pure devotion, awakening in the heart, pure love. And it's powerful, man. It cleansing. Now you get all these real experiences about what real purification is. People don't know. They're as Brahmins, their whole friggin' lives, they're sannyasis, the whole life, and think purification is washing the friggin' outside of the cup or the body. They think, oh, this is purifying, look at me 3 times a day. They don't know one name, one holy name, where that sacredness touches your heart, awakens in your heart, is you realize, wow, this is truth, man. This is beyond the mode of goodness. I've been doing this all my life, man. As a Brahmin, I thought I was getting clean. No, this one name, awakened with love, with ecstasy, is worth more than all of that. Wow, I feel washed from the inside. I never experienced that before. Wow, what a revolution in my life. Wow, the Bhagavatam comes to life. The words of Narada Muni, these words from the real guru create a revolution in my life, a revolution understanding. I mean, I'm just telling you my experience. When this awakened in my heart in 1973, this love for God, it was a revolution, man. Well, I never felt this, never felt purified. Like, what is this? This love, never felt this. And it was like a complete revolution. I look at the scriptures and they're alive. Man, the deeper the Lord's like teaching me, right from whispering in my ear, all these sweet somethings that made substantial. Oh, and you realize the deeper meaning of everything. Now I look at the scriptures. This is why Jesus said, go on listening, you, those who like hearing from devotees. Go on listening, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth is this awakening in your heart, man. And that's the truth, the devotion. And then all of a sudden, God is with you now and shows you so many wonderful things. That now you're set free. Now you know what is reality. Everything else is zombie apocalypse. Even in religion, even in these gurus, they're like zombies to me, walking around with no life. They're not lit up yet. It's just ceremonies and varnashram. Where's this? The substance ain't there yet. Substance is God, man, awakened in your heart. Hare Krishna. Okay. For those who have attained the merciful sidelong glance of Lord Gore, impersonal liberation becomes as palatable as going to hell. I love his... See, are we not following in the footsteps of Prabodhananda Fair? He's one of the 8 principal gopis. And we're pretty much like him. You notice this Gauri Das is wild, like this guy. You notice that? You see anybody more wild in Krishna consciousness in a body, physical body, like that? I mean, I've noticed. I loved his glorification. I said, man, it's so wildly bhakti. It's like the wild bhakti of Lord Chaitanya in that time. And this is why this is revival. It's very wild, like wild honey, wild honey. That's more expensive, wild honey. They don't do anything to it. It's just wild, but wild, it's not processed. This is what we get in ISKCON, processed Lord Chaitanya. Sweetness is taken out or something, man. It's processed through speculations. Here, this is wild bhakti, wild revelations and realizations. That was Lord Shiva, wild, man. Especially Nityananda, wild bhakti. What do you see here? Wild bhakti, wild truth, man. Wild, that's its style, man. That's Vrindavan, very wild. Yeah. Great verse, huh? These verses are fabulous. Let's see what else. For those who have attained the merciful Lord, sidelong glance of Lord Gore, impersonal liberation becomes as palatable as going to hell. The heavenly cities of the demigods become as real as flowers imagined to float in the sky. See, all this stuff, this demigod worship, the rules, regulate, it's like flowers, man. You know, so what is this? The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here, man. This is real. This is substance. It's all flowers, everything. Varnashram Dharma, flowers. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here. It's alive. And kicking ass, man. Kicking Maya, kicking illusions, kicking out everything else but love of Krishna. Alive. Wild glorification, huh? And the heavenly cities of the demigods become as real as flowers imagined to float in the sky. The poisonous fangs of the untamable black snakes of the senses become broken. The whole world becomes full of joy, and Brahma, Indra, and all the demigods become like tiny insects. Let us glorify Lord Gore. Yeah, everything becomes like tiny insects. You know, people doing, regulative devotional service, it becomes like a tiny insect. It's mode of goodness. What is that compared to this? You want to do comparisons? Compare this regulative ceremonial worship to this? Come on, man. Anybody got some intelligence? More intelligence than that? You want to be like this? Anybody got real spiritual greed that you rugged, so-called raganugas are talking, oh, spiritual greed, we got spiritual greed. Well, you don't come here, you don't have any real spiritual greed. You're a boaster. You're just a bluffer still. Outside of that, just talking. Yeah, no, you're just talking. You come here, you start proving your love, your greed. You don't see what's going on here. You don't have enough spiritual greed yet. You haven't chanted dry rounds enough yet. You haven't pranced around the stage with your big stick enough yet. And get all the worship. Oh, Gurudev, please deliver me, which you can't do. Prance around the stage more. Frustrate your disciples more. Become frustrated yourself more. Then maybe you'll be open to this and understand why Lord Chaitanya is the shelter of the helpless and the hopeless. When you realize, I thought I could depend on my big stick and my big pride and my big followers were going to deliver me. No, that ain't going to deliver you. I just tell you right off before you kick the bucket, man. This is what you're going to hear when you pass from this body. You're going to see what's really real. And you get it now, then you can make progress beyond that big stick thing. I'll just give me your big stick and I'll beat you with the truth. I got my own big stick.
This is pure glorification of the truth.
That's my stick. Wild. You gotta, hey man, if we don't show what wild is here, then you don't know what Prabodhananda Saraswati is glorification of God. That's why I always loved this. It's so wild, man. So here I get to act it out. It's all about acting out, man. Eventually, you want deliverance, that means act out what you read in the books. That's real acting. You know, you act out what's in the books, then it's not just these actors. These guys are, they're crisis actors, but they can't they cause the crisis, but they can't get you out of the crisis. We're crisis actors. We just make you aware you're in a real crisis, man. Maya's coming to get you. We're going to hear this is a crisis and we're going to get you out. This is the kind of crisis acting you need to see. You need to see the book Bhagavat in life. In sadhu sangha, glorification. I like this, Amy. You make everything groovy. Wild thing. Yeah, there's the song. You're a replacement for Rangaleka. Give us a song. Wild thing. I always liked that song too. I put that to our chanting Hare Krishna one time. The wild thing. I think I'm gonna play that. We're gonna play that. Okay. Isn't this fantastic? Isn't it? Story. This is real storytelling. You gotta, when you hear a story, you gotta feel it. Otherwise you're reading the book. Yes, Lord Chaitanya gives. Yeah. Do you ever experience that? Well, no, but I can just read. And that's all I do is I just read. And there's no realized, no relation. You never experience it. I'm just telling you, acting out what I just, what I love, what I passion, what I realized. What I experienced. Yeah, man. Am I telling a lie? When I chant Lord Chaitanya's name and remember his name, man, I become so intoxicated. Have you noticed? Is this real or am I lying? Or am I lying to you like these gurus? Oh yeah, I'm a representative of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. I chant their names and my eyes are dry. I'm a real representative? Is that a real representative? Or is it like what you see here? Is this more according to the verse or what? Oh, even my disciples are like that. Oh, so Lalita Ganga, she chants Krishna's name, Radha and Krishna's name, and something happens. You see some substance there. It starts purifying the demons in people. Everything. She's a yeah, that's proof of potency. Demons are coming out, trying to stop her from chanting, but why would you stop? It's like you're eating nectar, tasting nectar. Why would you stop tasting nectar? These are little demons. They can come out. Let them come out and get purified. They're a step closer to the truth. It's the power of this bhakti. People praise it and blame it, man. That's all. It's always been like that. Always will. Praise it and blame it. They praised Nityananda and very quickly got into the kingdom of God. And they blamed Nityananda and got in quicker than those who were neutral. Yeah, it's all absolute. There's absolute preaching here too. Same thing. Yeah, you either love this preaching or you're going to hate it, man. And this is how it is. It's all absolute. It works. You praise it or blame it, man. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm just relishing this. I'm just, that. And you praise it and blame it, whatever you want to do. It's great. Great for you because it's all about taste, right? If you're tasting this, but I'm tasting this. I just like standing for this stuff. See, this is the opulence we're distributing, man. You want to become like that? You want to taste this, man? You want to you become like that? People will praise you and blame you, and it doesn't matter because you're tasting this glorification of the Lord. You feel pleasing God, man. You like to live like that, or you want to be a people pleaser? These gurus can only teach you to become people pleasers because that's all they do. They're pleasing. Well, I want to please or, got to toe the party line because if I step out of line, I'm going to lose my guruship. I won't be able to eat. I have to go and be a shoe salesman. again. So I got to people please. I got to please the GBC, right? Or I'll get kicked out. I got to compromise the truth or I get kicked out. You want that kind of girl? Go out there, my friends. You ain't got the qualification here, which is just wanting the truth. That's all, man. You want the truth, man. We'll just tell it to you. I don't care about these little insects out there. They're insects to me. There were insects that Prabodhananda. Hey, we got the same kind of energy going here, right? We relish these verses of his. It's his fault I'm preaching like this. Don't blame me so much. Blame these verses. Blame him. Blame that's the eighth principle Gopi. It's his fault, her fault. I just taste this nectar and I become wild, and I start looking at Vaidhi Bhakti, I think it's like insects. I look at the demigods, I think it's like insects. I look at Tony Robbie, it looks like a little insect to me. Even though to the world he looks so great, and these big PhDs look like insects. Unless they have this bhakti, they're like insects. It's very small. It's not my fault. Why are you blaming me? It's his fault. Shows me all this stuff. Makes me feel wild. Right, Amy? She knows what I'm talking about. We're gonna attract some wild characters here, huh? We already do. People will start thinking, well, I don't know about this thing, but those guys are madmen. But boy, it's so interesting to be there because we never seen a show like this. God, it's so boring to go to these Bhagavatam classes. You come here, it comes to life, man. They reanimate the book. This is real storytelling. I could never tell stories, right? Go ahead, what?
They reanimate us as well. After being there.
Yeah.
They reanimate us.
Yeah. You've been there, done that already, man. Realize what it is to be unanimated. Okay, that's a great verse, huh? So when Lord Gaurachandra's devotees, who are worshipped even by the demigods, drink the wonderful sweet nectar, the bliss of pure love of God that flows from the lotus flower of Lord Gaurachandra's feet, they become completely intoxicated. See? Those are the real followers of Lord Chaitanya, right? When the real devotees, you're not a real devotee until you taste the sweet, intoxicating nectar of love of Gaurachandra. And then show the world that you're a real follower because the book says it and you say it by being it. Showing the world what a real follower is. Then the people that read the book, they say, oh, wow, I've seen it in life. Therefore, I understand it now. I heard from somebody who is experiencing this in real life. Isn't it very simple, the truth? I love this. Watch the finger. Tick tock. I read that sentence again. Why is he writing that? Because he's like that. That's his experience. He's just writing his experience. I read that again. When Lord Gaurachandra's devotees, who are worshipped even by the demigods, drink the wonderful sweet nectar, the bliss of pure love of God that flows from the lotus flower of Lord Gaurachandra's feet. See, that's these verses, man. That's his feet. He walked all over the planet. He spoke, he taught, he showed, he demonstrated. That's his feet. What are we doing? We're tasting his feet, man. What he did, what his character is, his qualities, what was written down. See, it's very intoxicating for devotees. See, it's pure bliss, pure love of God. They become completely intoxicated. Now, here we go. You ready for this? That's why I say, don't fault me, fault him, fault these glories, man. They make you like you read in a book. Isn't that, you should blame Lord Chaitanya. Blame these glories. Blame this intoxicating nectar. Don't blame me. I'm just drinking it. I can't stop. I'm just a drunk on it now. It makes me wild. It makes me a madman. It makes me say things that the illustrious Vaishnavas think is insane. The ones with the big, illustrious, shining sticks. So don't blame me. Blame these glories. It makes me look at that Vaidhi Bhakti as like an insect. And don't only blame me, blame Lalita, Ganga, and Johan and River. Blame them because they're also like this. And others also. Govinda. And Tom's been getting there too, man. Yeah. They laugh at Lord Brahma and the demigods. See, laugh is like ridiculous, these guys. Condemn the impersonalist yogis. See, condemn them, like, but not like hellfire and brim. Nah, it's just bullshit, man. Why go for the bullshit when you can have the cow shit? Cow chit. You're going for bullshit instead of cow chit. Real chit knowledge, real knowledge that comes from this sweet, intoxicating nectar of love of God you see here every day. And do not consider, oh boy. See, now, that's why I say, don't blame me. It's these verses. They get me going. And do not consider the great devotees of Lord Vishnu who do not worship Lord Gaurachandra to be very important. See, the great devotees of Lord Vishnu, those are the rules and regulation followers. That's who you're worshiping. You think you're worshiping Krishna? Well, you're only in name only. Hare Krishna, your dry rounds. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No, that's Vishnu worship. You're doing regulative, right? You do your 16 rounds, nice dry rounds. Yes, I do. Religiously. Yeah, that is religious. You follow all the rules and regulations religiously. Yes, I do. Like Purushet, like lines in a stone. I do all the artiques, and I guess just like clockwork, like a clock going around. The hands. All you see is the clock hands going around. Yeah, that's what these guys. You see the clock hands going around. One program after another. Two. Wow, that's Vishnu worship. I don't consider it very important either. That's his fault. That's Lord Krishna's fault, Lord Chaitanya's fault. I don't consider that very important like him. What do you think a devotee Bhagavat is? They represent the book. See, don't blame me only. Blame the book. The book says that. Don't consider these clock worshippers very important. These regulative ceremonial worshippers. Oh, it's time for Artik. Yeah, the fire. Oh, look at that nice flame. Ooh, follow the flame. Ooh, look at the water in the conch. Yeah. You come here. You see the flame of passion for truth, man. Yeah, the Lord really wants that worship, man. You see the conch of water and the tears flowing from the eyes of bliss and ecstasy and all that. Don't come here unless you want the real deal. You want to become like that. Otherwise, just go out there and just watch the ceremonies. I don't consider that very important. Those worshippers of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, you know. No, you can say you're a Krishna worshiper. No. You were a Radha Krishna worshiper? Yeah. They cry when they chant Krishna's name or Radha's name or Lord Chaitanya's name. That's they got the bhav to worship Krishna. Otherwise, you don't got the bhav. You're just in name only still. You're a Vishnu level. Or at best, what do they call? They think they're not even that if you're not really tasting ecstasy, liberated platform, Rukmini and Krishna thing. Yeah, you got to have ecstasy even for that kind of worship. Otherwise, you're a Vishnu worshiper. Your rules regulate mode of goodness. That's all it is, mode of goodness. Have you transcended the mode? Just ask yourself. Have I transcended the mode? Oh, of course not. I'm just working on that, man. I'm spending my whole life to develop the mode of goodness. Oh, okay, you're not ready for this yet. Because we're here for those who, I don't want to spend you're like, you got to be like those sages, man, who heard the Bhagavatam. Hey, man, Shukadev, yeah, him too. And also Sutta Goswami, we're sages, man. We don't want to spend the rest of our lives just trying to perfect these rules and regulations. Give us an easy path to realize God. That's what we do here. We give even an easier path. The same path, which is hearing from the devotees. But here the message is about Lord Chaitanya and these teachings that weren't revealed to Sutta Goswami yet. Hey, this is special, even more special. They had to be great sages to listen to him, have enough intelligence to listen to him. Here, we don't have to, no, this power of this bhakti is so strong. No, you don't have to be a great sage. You could be a waitress. You could be a bad housewife, lousy guitar player. You could be hooked on the machine. Come here, man. And somehow faith is awakened in your heart for what's going on here. Boom! Devotion to Krishna. Tasting the sweet, intoxicating rays. Look at her, River hooked to a machine. What kind of qualification does she have, man? She's reading Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi and laughing and crying, all these beautiful things. Feeling very happy. Happy to be with Radha. Isn't that with Krishna? Now you're birds of a feather flock together. Krishna's also happy to be with Radha. So is she. How do you know? I want to prove you're happy to be with Radha. Let me see Radha awaken in your heart and you're open to it. Yeah, Radha, come in, man. I want to taste this bhakti. I want to taste your love. Otherwise, you're a bullshitter, man. Hey, man, I don't care. Big Acharya days, big Jaipatakas, big Radhanas. You don't like to hang out with Radha where Radha is? Radha is here, man. Radha is this bhakti. You don't like this? You're just a shobado. To me, insect, tiny, small. We'll give you to your worshiper of Vishnu. That's okay. But if you prove that you really like Radha and you like where Radha is here, it is a rare place where Radharani manifests, man. The truth about her, the ecstasy, is a rare place. And if you don't see that, you're still less intelligent. You're a tiny insect here. Nothing. And if any of you followers of those guys have a problem with that, go follow them some more. And we'll follow this path, man. We'll follow this nectar here. We'll taste this sweet, intoxicating love of Krishna that you can see in the book and in life here. And you go do your tiny insect thing. Go there. Taste what insects eat. Not very good. Delicious. Not like this. Oh, is this wild glorification today? We're wild. Well, hey, man, it says wild. Got to act it out. I'm just letting it flow. What does he say? Anyway, got to go. Oh, I must not be getting it. Anyway, got to go. Got to go? Where is there to go when this is available? You think this is available anytime? You're not so greedy. You're a little greedy. You're here for a while. I wouldn't leave this place now when this is going. Are you kidding? Where do you get this? It's like, I'll show you the extent of it. When Lord Chaitanya was dancing in Srivasa's house, and Lord Chaitanya is dancing here also. And he's dancing in Srivasa's house. Here he's dancing in our hearts. And then his son dies, and the wife goes, "Oh, stop the kirtan. I got to go. We got to go and do the rituals for our son." And Srivas says, "Hey, you crazy woman, get out of here, man. Go and cry over in the corner, but don't disturb this dancing. The Lord's here dancing. How many times you get the Lord to dance? How many times do we get the Lord to dance during the day?" Yeah. Hey, man, he's dancing. Let him dance till his full satisfaction. Or as much as, we can take. Because it's intense. Wild Bill is back. You ever see that picture? Can somebody find that picture where I put this fool's head on Wild Bill? He had the guns up there, shoot him with bhakti and stuff. You ever see that picture? See if you can find it. Maybe Karuna can. Yeah. Oops, somebody's coming here. Let's see here. Who is that? Sachi. Hey, Sachi. May you flourish like the palm tree.
I came for the bhakti.
You came for the bhakti? Oh, good. Well,
Yep.
did you just wake up?
20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, you're here.
5:30.
Yeah, let's see. You're here. Okay, good. All right. So let's see here. So, yeah, let us glorify Lord Gaurachandra. So what benefit did the world attain when Lord Ram, Lord Nishima, and many other incarnations of Godhead killed so many Rakshasa demons, Daicha demons? How important is it that Lord Kapila and other incarnations revealed the paths of Sankhya Yoga? They revealed these paths. They're very hard, Kapila, can you imagine his poor mother? He said, "Oh, you want to realize bhakti? You go sit in the water for 20 years. Do austerities, do this." And she didn't get this kind of bhakti. That's why Lord, Prabodhana knows, he realizes this. He was worshiping Lakshmi Narayan. And Lord Chaitanya comes to his door. See, he has devotion to Krishna, Lord Chaitanya. Comes to his door. And he realized, what is this Lakshmi Narayan worship after hearing from him? Seeing him, seeing his ecstasy. Oh, what is this? Why should I be, what are these incarnations? No, hey man, Lord Gaurachandra's here. Let's stick with him. Let's stick with this. Let's glorify him. What is this Kapila? He put his mother, he's an incarnation of God. It's wonderful and all that. But man, he put his mother, to realize bhakti. He didn't make it easy like Lord Chaitanya did. Why get into that? Why not get into the latest incarnation? That's like getting into, like when Jesus comes and you say, no, we're going to just be into Moses and that hard path. Or now, man, oh no, we're going to be into Prabhupada's hard path. Building the temples, all that work. And all these ceremonies takes a lot of money, time, energy, and all you're doing your whole life ceremonies and external flames. Why do that when this is here? Can you understand the point? You see what is going on in the book? It's going on here. Same thing, man. Why people say, it's this appearance of that. It's only Lord Chaitanya's appearance and Radha and Krishna's appearance I'm interested in. Anybody get what I'm talking about? You don't get it through Kapila. You don't get it through Varaha. You get it through Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna worship now. You see, this is what he's saying. This is in life. This is in the book. You get it in life, you'll get it in the book. That's why you got to hear the devotees. You got to see them act out these things that they understand, that they relish, that they live. Otherwise, it's just in a book. And then you go out, oh, Kapila Dev, you're so wonderful. No, Lord Chaitanya is the most wonderful, the most merciful, the most magnanimous, because he gave what Kapila didn't give in that incarnation. Lord Chaitanya gave what even Krishna and Radha didn't give in that incarnation, unless you were an insider in Vrindavan or one of these rare persons going, called to come. That's why Lord Chaitanya is awesome, man. His devotees are. And you find a living one, you not only found the real path and still don't realize it, you have found the real path and you begin to realize it. You begin to feel those pastimes of the Lord living in you. Again, revival. Right, Sachi? See what she does. She's listening.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. She said that in a scaredy cat mood.
No, I didn't. I said it in a nice way.
In a nice way, that's true.
Nice.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
So what?
goodness.
Yeah. So that's good. How glorious is it that Lord Brahma and other guna avatars create, maintain, and destroy the material universes? How auspicious. How auspicious is it that Lord Varaha lifted the earth from the Garbhodaksha ocean? We do not consider these activities to be very important. See, activities. What activities are you engaged in this world? Okay? Oh, I'm into politics. Well, every day we have these discussions, and make us all feel bad. You notice that? Oh yeah, let's put up this thing they're building. Like River put up this thing where they're getting to collect the bodies. Well, that's it. How does that make you feel to read those things? Oh, it's like, oh, yuck. Here these topics enliven the spiritual body. The others, they get your material body in fear and all that stuff. This is what they engage in. The demigods are afraid the demons are going to take them over and, do this and that to them. And the demons are afraid the demigods are going to expose their truth and their lies. Expose their lies and bullshit. See, so that's the fight, See? Neither party really fears because they don't understand what we're talking about. This confuses the AI. The AI thinks, oh, it doesn't look like a threat to either party. This is what's going on here is an intelligence. It's more intelligent than the AI that everybody is boasting about. So I'm thinking, what is this AI stuff compared to this? This is the essence of all intelligence. You know why? Because AI has only got this big mind, just like these big PhDs. They just got the big mind. See? Lord Chaitanya and his associates, they have love of Krishna. See? Which is the essence of intelligence revealed by ecstatic feeling. See? That's the Lord that everybody's trying to imitate. And the devotees possess that Lord. We do not consider any of these activities very important. The important thing is Lord Chaitanya has revealed the splendor of pure love of Krishna. See, that's the important thing. Let's talk about that. Let's show that. Let's relish that in our worship. Well, you don't have to go to any temples for that, man. You have to turn your camera on, you'll see. The essence is going on here. Relishing, tasting devotion to Krishna and glorifying that. That's Lord Chaitanya. Let us glorify what he is giving now. Let us go where that is going on, where that show is, where that ceremony is. This is our ceremony. See, this is our ceremony. You know, we ceremoniously worship the Lord with ecstatic devotion. He's looking for that ceremony. Where's that ceremony going on in this world? Where people are worshiping like that. Yeah. Okay. Enough wild glorification. We don't want to break the world. You happy about that there, Sachi?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I think it's already, let's see. Wow, it's still, this is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to stop now. I think that's enough. Do our prescribed duties. You guys can do whatever you do. Maybe go on live. Thank you very much for coming. Anybody? Oh, let's get some. What do you want to say? Anything? Give us a word, River.
One of the things that comes to mind about being a preacher is I used to have this teacher when I was about between 8 and 11. And she always used to bring these books alive with doing characters, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And I've never forgot her. She's always kept coming back to me. She's always kept coming back to me, and here I am, preaching, for the Lord, the greatest thing ever. And it's like things, they resonate. They keep resonating, and they're telling you how it fits in with your path now.
Yeah.
And they come in like that. That is the main one I want to talk to her about, because I've never got it out, and I think now I know what it meant, why it kept coming back.
Yeah.
Many things happen like that as well. Great.
Yeah, the story, and it's needs to be acted out. That's why they have storytellers. No matter, and it makes an impression. Prabhupada, he's watching a play, with the pastimes acted out. And he was so happy. He was so ecstatic. And he even said, this is better than my books. Yeah, he said that. And the reason why he's saying that is the pastimes are being acted out. His books become like that when they're acted out by realized devotees who are realizing these things. And they tell you that story like that. They tell you the Bhagavatam story with animation, with active, from feeling, with passion, with fire. That's so that's just it. That's why you can't imitate relationship with these books. These books are Krishna, and they're the devotee's heart. And so if you're looking for the real path, that's what you need to find. You need to see the books acted out in a way that you really get it. See, because only the devotees, you can get it that way. That's why people come here. Janaki, she read the books many times. Johan also. But now they're really getting it, because you're getting it acted out, and then Krishna awakens in your heart, and he shows you these things like he shows the devotee. He shows me. He shows you, this is what you get here. You become like your master, spiritual master. What is it? Spiritual master, you just going to stay a peon all the time? Oh yeah, he's always up and you got nothing to say. This is what I see in Vaishnavism. They got nothing to say yet. They have these gurus prancing around the stage, and the Vaishnavas have nothing much to say. Nothing substantial. They have no life yet, because the guru has no life. Both guru and follower need this. They really need this.
Yeah.
And until they realize that, they're less intelligent, both parties. But if anybody in that party, whether it's guru or spirit or sannyasi or Brahmin or whatever they are, or follower of those, if you come here, now that's intelligence. Otherwise, this is all just study of the Vedas. You're still trying to figure it out. It's trying to figure out what the real path is. The real path is here, man. The real path is taught here. You know, it's acted out here. The real path is everything is here. And those who come here, they get it. They start to get it. Oh, wow. You know, otherwise, you know, you just go and play like children playing guru, playing follower of a guru, bona fide. You know, you don't know what that is.
Little monsters.
Give us a word, Janaki.
Is Janaki there?
Well, she's coming. There she is. Give us a word, Janaki.
You said you were leaving and I wasn't finished yet.
Really? Well, I look at the faces of everybody and they look like it's, you know, a lot, you know. You're the one who never gets tired.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes. So what do you think? What are you thinking?
I'm ready full time again. It's like, it's scary out here in the world.
Oh, really? Oh.
Well, no, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. Yeah. But just what's around the next corner? What's around the next one? What's my next battle? What's today? What are you going to do, Krishna, today? Because what are you going to do today? I want to do this, and I need, but he doesn't do it my way.
Oh, he doesn't do it your way.
So you have to surrender. You just surrender.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. That's, you got your plans and Krishna has his. Yeah. Prabhupada used to say that. I have my plans.
I like his plans better, though.
His plans are better. Yeah, they usually are. Yeah. How are things going at the house over there?
Pretty good. I try to stay aloof as much as I can. Mm-hmm. But I'm getting ready to take the coach in. I have to surrender it for 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks they got to work on it. Yeah.
Where are you going to stay?
I'm still moving things.
Where do they have an extra room where you can stay?
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you got to, you know, what I'm seeing too is you got kind of practical. You got to get everything pretty much squared away because there'll be a time maybe soon where you won't be able to get parts and things for things. You know,
no, I just want to settle it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
there's already,
that you...
go ahead. What?
No, I was just hoping you're going to get tired of going north and you'll turn and come west.
Well, you know, I got my gun things, you know, guns here. Oh. You can't go into California with those things.
You can go into Oregon.
Well, Oregon's also one of these, they're non-reciprocal states. I'll look into it as far as the, so you got to have, I have a special permit for these reciprocal states, and they're not one. See, all that West Coast is all communist. They're the first, they're all Democrats. See? And they're destroying it's amazing. It's so amazing that people don't see it. You don't see that these people in charge are destroying the whole place. They just the Bidens and the Harris, they're just mischievous. They can't see the mischief they're doing. Nope. Can you see it, River, when you see Harris and Biden, how mischievous? Can you see it in their faces?
I can see it. I could see it in Reagan. Reagan used to fall asleep when he was doing I mean, he was an actor. He used to fall asleep. You can see from their words, you know, and it's even more obvious now. And it is like, people don't see this.
They don't see
I
it.
mean, I don't really watch a lot of that
Yeah.
stuff, but I used
They're
to
lying. It's like that Kamala. She's just
completely.
lying. Oh, she just always just and trying to cover up, and the Bill Gates too, lying, just covering, trying. Oh, I've been never, just it's like you guys, and the people can't. They believe. See, when you believe in liars, you come under the whammy. Same thing. These gurus, they're lying to you. They're not representatives of Vrindavan. That's what a real guru should be, and right. I mean, isn't that you go to Krishna consciousness? The guru is supposed to represent Krishna. Krishna in Vrindavan is ecstatic, and they got to represent that ecstatic presence. Yeah, but they don't. See, so then naturally they're going to be giving you something different. So I don't know. I'm just a stickler now for the truth, because the truth is going to set people free. If I can't give it to them now. Sorry, that's not truthful. You're a real spiritual master of Krishna? You've mastered Krishna. That means you mastered Radha. That means Radha's chosen you. That love of God is in your heart. Ecstatic love. See, and otherwise you don't really represent Vrindavan, man. I mean, that's what, to me, Krishna consciousness is all about. Is about, hey, man, who represents Vrindavan? Who's the door so I can go in there? Well, anyway, that door's here. Wherever else it is, that same thing. People will get into Vrindavan and have that ecstasy. They will be a temple of that ecstatic love. Otherwise, you're not in Vrindavan yet. See, you show me an equal place or better place than this. Show me. I haven't seen yet where people get in so easily. Huh. Are you kidding? So step aside, guys, if you're not that. Let truth reign now. Truth will set people free, right? You see why Jesus said the truth will set you free? See, you get the truth, you find the real door and go in and get the prize.
Yes.
That's why he shouted narrow gate. See, all these other people, oh, Gaur, you're so offensive. You're not praising these Gaur. You're darn tootin'. If they don't have this devotion to Krishna, they're not worthy of praise. That's the truth. That's conclusive. That's the book, and that's the reality. See? It says in the book, you should neither praise or blame the external energy. You don't praise it. Don't praise the mode of goodness, man. Don't praise passion or ignorance. See? Praise what's transcendental. See? Chit knowledge that comes from ecstatic worship. Praise that and people get liberated. That's simple, man. That's our formula. That's in the book. See? By the action of the book Bhagavat. What is the book Bhagavat? It's chit knowledge, revealed scriptures on the level of transcendence, the cause of transcendence. See, what is a devotee Bhagavat? See, they're the living book in transcendence, speaking those concepts of transcendence. What happens in the formula when it's there? You're part of the formula. You listen to the book Bhagavat from the mouth of a devotee Bhagavat, absorbed in transcendence. What are you going to get? What they got: ecstatic devotion. Love awakens in your heart. Real love, devotion. See? And if you're not before those two, the book Bhagavat and devotee Bhagavat, that result doesn't happen. That's why they don't get it. That's why you get it and they don't get it. Is it clear?
Very.
So if anybody hears this preaching and they see, this is logic that comes from devotion to Krishna. This is clarity that comes from worshiping the Lord with ecstatic devotion. You can't memorize enough verses to get that clear. You can't follow enough rules to get that clear. You cannot kiss enough GBC asses to get that clear. I had to throw that in. Wild glorification. You cannot carry enough big sticks in your hand to get that. You cannot follow zillions of bogus gurus who don't have devotion to Krishna to get this that you're getting here. Here it's all or nothing, man. Stakes are on the table. Let's see your hand, man. Are you bogus? What's a bogus guru? You can't get people into Vrindavan now. When this is here, this is the gold standard. Why not use the gold standard? Right, Janaki?
That's right. Gold seal.
The gold standard's here, man. Why should we got to call everything else but the gold standard the bogus standard? It's bogus. Sorry. I mean, this is for greedy people. If you're thinking, oh, no, it's not bogus, me following my big puffed up gurus, no problem. Okay, fine. You're not ready for the gold standard. The gold standard's here. I don't have to, just look here for 30 days. If you can't see it, you're real dunce. Go back out there. Yeah, we give people a chance. Come and see the gold standard. Can you see it? No, I don't know. Go, Hari. I think is he offending Prabhupada? Oh, shit. Go out there, do your austerities, live in your cave another 10 years. Or come here, go through the purification and get devotion to Krishna and finish it once and for all. This is bottom line, huh? Sorry, we got jewels here, man. They're for jewels. I let the Amy's that come here, they really know this is jewel. This is jewel. Because they're jewels. And if you're not so much a jewel, stick it out and we'll polish you here. We'll put you through the tumbler. We'll paddle you a few times, right, Sachi? Spank you. Punish you with bhakti. Tell you the truth, and stop telling you. There's so much pain in the truth. Just take it, man.
And you twist it around is what you do.
Twist it. We take the knife. We put the knife in, but we're not satisfied. We twist it around. Just cut it all out. You don't want to leave even a drop in there. Drop of bullshit in there. Just cut it all out. Did Krishna leave Putana's tit? No, he drank suck all that poison out. Every little drop until her life was gone. Her life was poison. See, this is the thing. People think, their life is the poison that they're drinking. It gives them life. That's why I see those zombies, they live on death. See? People are living on death here. Death is in the modes. Even mode of good, it's not alive yet, man. It's a little better than mode of passion, but still not alive. This is life. The word. See, the word of a devotee is they live with that Lord, man. See, the word was with God, man. See? And the word is with God and God. It's like both, because that's the devotee. They're by medium for who? The word. Right? Isn't this the Shastras? See, you haven't met a real guru unless you've met something like that or somebody like that. Is he the devotee? Is that the Lord? Is it the devotee? Is it the Lord? Oscillates. It's both, because they live together, very intimate, always so intimate you wouldn't believe it, man. Ooh. You ready for that intimacy? That's all we're given here is intimacy. You want to kiss that name and experience the result of that kissing. Ooh, that's treasure. See? That's the gold standard here. See, people say, hey, your standard's so high. Well, it's very high, but very easily given. You just come here, man. You'll start kissing the Lord, man. Kissing his name and tasting that ecstasy. Reading these verses in your heart, feeling so good. Hearing glorification of the Lord and thinking, whoa, what am I standing before? Who is that? What is that? I never heard stuff like this before. There you go. Now you found an associate of Lord Chaitanya. You got to be like that, man. You got to go before those persons and say, well, I never heard anything like this before. That's right. They're rare. Lord Chaitanya is rare. His associates are rare in this world. You're going to be like that. And if you think, well, I never heard anything like that before, therefore it's wrong. Oh, well, go out there, follow the toe the party lines. Go there. A lot of gurus out there. They're all saying the same thing. It's kind of like the mainstream news, River. You ever seen that? They're all talking heads saying the same thing. Yeah, that's ISKCON, man. There are all these talking heads saying the same thing, towing the same line. Right there, Janaki, you've been there. They're all same thing. Yeah, they're afraid to say the real truth. They don't even know the real truth, actually. They're so bewildered by their own bullshit. See, that's the thing. Everybody, you serve Maya on any level, even in religion, you're bewildered by Maya's bullshit that comes out of your mouth. See? I'm bewildered by this ecstatic devotion. You know, I'm bewildered by this bliss, and I love it, man. You got to be bewildered by something. You might as well be bewildered by Radha and Krishna worship, in real Radha and Krishna worship. Let be bewildered by that. She's totally intoxicated, man. You know, they're going out in their crumpled clothes. You know, where's Krishna? Oh, you know, the gopis is filled with Radha's love, man.
Maharaj, is it so that through my own experience, they're kind of stuck in a place that isn't really great for them, but they're scared to come out of that comfort zone in case it's worse. If they go somewhere else, it's worse. So they don't want to make that move. I mean, for me, I needed you to be there. I needed to have somebody to hold on to while I made a jump out of my little comfort zone that I had. I needed that, but I was suffering so much, and it was enough. It was enough, and you came at the right time. You just came at the right time, and I could, my comfort zone, my awareness could get bigger and bigger and bigger, and not just in that place. But sometimes they're so young in their mind that they need a hand to hold them through things, not literally, you know, like you have been here for us, you know, day after day after day, and for them to, hopefully for them to realize that hand is there, the hand of the Lord is there, here, you know. And if they really want God, and if they really believe in the Lord, you know, like they will come. They will come, because that eagerness, you know, to keep yourself stuck in one place all the time, it's suffering. That is suffering, you know, and to make the move, you know, I've been forced to move forward with things that have happened, but that's just my thing. And now I don't have to be forced to move forward like that. I have the easiest and simplest way to keep growing, with the Lord by my side, the Sangha here.
Because you got the eagerness now. See, the eagerness. That's a deep stage of bhakti, is developing eagerness. Now you're eager. Now you want Krishna more. See, now the hindrances are going. That's why I told you eventually go, the Lord just wants to, because you do want Krishna. You always want Krishna. He just speeding it up, but it looks something different when you're in the midst of all that stuff, you know. No, he's getting it finished for you very fast. He did that Lalita, just 1 year or so. I remember I was in Germany, and I just felt like she was just a pile of stuff. I wasn't sure how to deal with it, and it was just stuff ready to come up and out. She cried when I was there. She cried for 2 days, you know, or 1 day, all day, you know, just the Lord knows your hearts, and so some people going through a lot of stuff because He wants you to get it out of you, you know, so you can now have that eagerness, pure eagerness, you know. That's not weighting you down. So you got it all out, man. Just get it all out, and then, So
it's kind of different. It's different now. The same things, because I went through some purification today, but I could I could feel that, like, this separation between purifying and not being attached to it, because that was my thing, getting attached to the purification, and then it getting bigger, but it just got smaller and smaller and smaller until it had gone by it had completely gone. But it was so nice to have that I could see it and I can feel it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I could feel this, and it just went. And it was just, to go through purification like that is great. To have that
Yeah.
little distance.
Yeah,
from-
yeah. I totally relate to that. There's a distance, and it's good. Yeah, I because it's less identification,
Yeah.
and you just kind of, and you go through it faster. You just, it kind of, it's like goes in your heart, and you feel it, and then and you say, oh yeah, it's there, and then you just keep going, and then it dissipates. Yeah, it's the identification with these things that's the problem.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah, it's the suffering is the real. Yeah, then it's like, oh, good, there's something coming up and out, and then you're through it. Yeah. So, Tom, give us a word.
Yes, I can feel your answer is eagerness. Yeah, so it has to come from their side. It feels like I'm looking into this. There is this tendency, we want to reach out, give them a hand, give them a rope to bring them back, to tie them to Krishna again. But you also say they have to take the initiative. They have to take the first step and be greedy. So are we dependent that they take the first step, or can we also take initiative and reach out and our hands and give them a rope?
Well, it's spontaneous. It's spontaneous on both parts. You know, devotees spontaneously preach and share, and people spontaneously pick it up when they're ready. You know, just it's spontaneous. You can't do it on your own. You know, if this is not for you at this time, you won't be able to grasp it. You'll just go away. And that's good, because, you know, you don't want people to be where they're not meant to be. The Lord has teachers everywhere. This is just gold standard, man. You know, everybody can, the gold standard is devotion to Krishna. That's why, you know, it could be that simple for people, but a lot of people, they don't understand that standard. You know, they're into like silver or iron standard or something, you know.
So this feels a little helpless. We cannot force them to reconnect with Krishna. We have to wait. The timing is in the hands of the Lord. He knows the timing. He knows the whole picture, the complete picture. He knows when the other one is ready, and we don't know.
Yeah, you know, it's just, well, we know when the person's ready, they have the symptoms of being ready. You know, when you see people, say like Amy coming, you see that they have the symptoms of being ready. Okay? So otherwise, sometimes people have some symptoms, and then there's the other parts, you know, they're fighting with and struggling with. So anyway, the symptoms are always there. Either people are in the struggle, out of struggle, or a little bit in the struggle, you know, and mostly out. You know, just the Lord lets us see what He sees. Yeah. This is about closeness with Krishna. This is what we're teaching here. Yeah, you know, when those who are really wanting that, they'll see what we're doing here. Yeah. But if you're attached to some other standard, you know, that's, well, you know, you know, people, the problem is a lot of times they see, well, Gohari, you're either the same as my guru or less than my guru. See, this is the thing. Well, the bottom line is, more or less, can you see the real standard? Because if you think, no, my guru is more than you, and they aren't, well, that's your, you know, then that's an illusion. You're not seeing things as they are. See, so that's the problem. A lot of people say, well, Gohari, I'd come here, but you're criticizing my guru. You know, in other words, they're thinking my guru is the same as you or more than you. Well, is that really true or not? You know, that's the bottom line. See, so because if you think it's more or equal or less, See, if that's not true, that's the level of truth that you're involved in. Sometimes I can deal, with individually with certain people, and that's probably why I have to do it. Like people come that had other gurus, and I deal with them personally and without stepping on toes much, so that they can get more of an experience here. But I can't always do that, so just depends. Yeah. Okay, who else here? You want to give us a word there, Lalita Madhava? You want to say anything?
Hello.
Hello.
Please accept my obeisances to go ahead into all the devotees.
And not too long, though. Not too long of a word, because I'm going to want to move soon. Okay, go ahead.
What I see on myself is you crushed my aggressive. I was a long time aggressive to you. If you see in the Sangha, I listened so good as possible. I feel something in me to the aggressive comes out to you. And this is the most of that is crushed.
Oh.
It's finished. Yeah. And that's why I become more abstract from the soul to you.
Yeah.
Very, very, very nice realization for me. So thank you for that, because I need this aggressive go out to become on the start of love, to come on the start. So it's a very nice process to realize it for myself, and also other things in the other people in the Sangha. So really thanks a lot, because we don't know how much polluted we are.
Yeah.
It's really amazing to how much realization that we become, how much love you have of Krishna through you to us. But you also, because you have to undergo it also.
Yeah.
You have to undergo this to are the right person in the right place, in the right consciousness. So all glories to you and the followers. Really out of my heart. Really. It was till today not easy always. But by believing, hope, then I see the real love growing up little by little.
Yeah.
I have to say always that the lila goes on, always no end of that, because there is always some not understanding. It's ignorance of something in English. Ignorance, onwetendheid.
I don't know.
Yeah, I cannot explain it, I think. There is always something that we not understand or not know, because the knowledge is in the higher love is endless. So that's why we have to become tolerating everything, because when we know something, because it's endless. So in that way we become humble. So that's
yes.
my realization, to become a little bit humble. So please, again and again, accept my obedience. It's so much I have. It's better than before. It's more nice from my heart. But I need a lot of more. Yeah. Because the best what I do is stay sitting, like you say in the beginning. You
Mhm.
are there. You don't understand English, don't speak English. But I
Mhm.
learn every day by to listen what you say,
Mm.
and that is the, the the believing in hope
Mhm.
through the deeper love. Yeah, please, please accept my obey. Please accept it.
Mm. Okay, thank you very much there. I gotta move around a little bit. It's just too much sitting. Thank you. Awesome.
Thanks a lot, everybody. And
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everybody. Have an awesome day. We got Radha and Krishna on our side, man. Can you feel them? Yeah. Yeah. So see you a little bit later today.